Hello fellow wigglers, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to look at the database on tone rows and tropes. So open your text editor of choice. All it needs to have is a find and replace function. So before we can use our data, we need to transform it into something the database can understand, and the easiest way we can do that is to convert the tone rows that we generated into hexadecimal. Here you see me clicking on the find and replace. I'm going to try and search for all the tens, and I'm going to turn that into an A. I'm going to search for all the 11s. I'm going to turn them into a B. Now once I've done that, I want to take out all of the spaces. So now I go to the database on tone rows and tropes, and I want to check if my tone row is in normal form. And that's important because ideally you want to create your 12-tone grid from the first row being in normal form. So luckily, in this example, my tone row is already in normal form. That's handy, but it's not always the case. It's very important to check that before you start your compositions. So it's very important to start this to check whether the row that we've chosen is in normal form, and this site will tell us if it is, it's not. Plus, there's a whole bunch of other information it can tell you about the tone row and the grid that you've chosen, and we'll go into that another time. But trust me, we will cover it. But there's so much to go through. You can just look at the amount of options, and this is very important for larger works, for larger compositions. So this next diagram I've drawn for you maps the notes to the modular function. So when you look at the tone row, you map the numbers to the notes. So in this case, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and so on. Okay, and you do that for the whole grid. But don't worry, I've done it for you already. Okay, in this example. And once we've got that, we can crack on and start composing, which is going to be the next protocol in how to program the sequencer with our tone row. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, take care. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.